What's up guys, Sky Kevin here, aka Cortonic, and today I'm bringing you a quick lesson on the game Firefall by Red 5 Studios. I'm going over the basic functionality of the game, and finally some tips and tricks to help you get ahead. So, let's get started. This is Firefall, a third-person shooter mixed with an MMO. Your main goal of this game is to do quests and collect materials, and then use those materials to upgrade your equipment and weapons. It's very much a free-to-play sandbox game, so most of the time you'll be running around doing public event quests, which have become very popular in many recent MMOs. First thing to note, you get jetpacks. Second, sprinting lasts forever. Third, you can travel on personalized bikes, gliders, or take an airship. It's got guilds known as armies, as well as PvP. But I should mention that the PvP is arena based and there is no open world PvP, only duels. Because it's arena based, it's not exactly a pay to win game. You can buy aesthetic things, but most of the game you're going to be running around collecting materials, and that's the only way to get ahead. The main currency is Crystite, and the pay-for currency is called Red Beans. With this, you can buy a couple buffs, as well as aesthetics. You get a main weapon and a side weapon, as well as 4 skills for every single class that you play. There are 5 main types of loadouts that are basically sniper, engineer, medic, heavy weapons, and troopers. You can also unlock advanced variations of these as you play the game. You can first upgrade your suit with experience and resources, then the individual pieces of the equipment that you put onto that suit. Because it's a sandbox game, you can run and fly anywhere you like. The main antagonists for the game are called the Chosen, which are basically mutant humanoid monsters. This is crafting. It's basically a way to get yourself items as well as upgrade your equipment and weapons to equip to your suits, which you also upgrade with resources. It's all based off of time, so things can take from minutes to days to complete. It looks very confusing, but there's basically 3 main tabs to choose from. There's Refine, which you use on the materials you get from doing quests. There is Build, which you use to make the items from those materials. And then there's Research, which you use to essentially get new recipes. You might need to build multiple parts for the recipe, but you can always click on that part and it'll show you how to make that part out of the resources you have. The main way to level up is to run around doing public event quests called Ares missions. However, there's also something called a tornado. Tornadoes spawn randomly around the map about every hour or so, and give you quite a bit of resources and experience to do them. There are a few steps to doing the tornado. First, you're going to find it in the open world, and you're going to shoot down all of the different cores that are spinning around the tornado as it spawns monsters. Once you defeat the final core, a void will open up in the middle of the tornado, which will teleport you to a different world. When you're in this different world, you want to run around and collect as many raw materials as you can from the ground. Eventually the world will start to destabilize, and you'll have to use your jetpacks to fly up to the top of the map, where there's going to be an exit portal for you to get out of. Tip number 1. Headshots work, so use them whenever you can. It does about twice the damage compared to a normal shot. Tip number 2. When using the gliders, you can also shoot. Furthermore, you can glide out of transport ships, and even get glider pads to place yourself on tops of high mountains. Tip number 3. When upgrading a certain class's armor, they usually have a staple metal that you'll need to get a lot of, such as copper or iron. You should focus on getting that one resource as much as you possibly can. Tip number 4. You can find weapons and equipment on the ground from killing monsters and doing quests. You can use it, but you can't repair it, so keep that in mind. Tip number 5. Stay in the transport ships and look for public events on the map. Then bail out and glide to the public event to get there quickly. Tip number 6. If you can't find a dropship, usually there are race stations that you can find in all of the major cities. When you go there, you can take out a bike for free for about 3 minutes and drive around wherever you need to go. That's all for today, guys. If you liked it, click here to go to one of my previous videos, or click here to subscribe to my channel to see some future content. Please let me know in the comments section down below if any of this video helped you for learning the game. There are also links to my Twitch and Twitter on the info box down below. Thanks for watching, and as always, bye for now.